So I'll be talking about the ICL in special situations. We have talked so much about the basics and everything. So I have a couple of situations where majority of people would say that ICL, they have not seen ICL in such situations. But I'll be talking on these, and I'll be showing videos only basically. So let us start with the first video. As you know, in all those cases where there is a refractive error after IOL implantation, there is a need to do a refractive correction. If the refractive correction needed is very high, then a laser vision correction and or such possibilities are not there. And if you look at this eye, it has got the posterior capsule YAG laser done. It is already open posterior capsule. So in this particular case, there is no possibility of exchanging the IOL as well, because if you exchange the IOL, you'll not be able to put a new lens, and there is a lot of iris atrophy also. So in this particular case, I could have done a Sulcoflex, but Sulcoflex sometimes either you don't get it, or when you get it, you have so much of cost constraint with the Sulcoflex. If the power is -10 with something like 4 cylinder or 3 cylinder, the cost of Sulcoflex seems to be very prohibitive. But fortunately, with the ICL, the cost is not a matter whether the power is -2, +2, -10, 15, 18, whatever. So here I wanted to insert a ICL for the correction of the refractive error, which was a major refractive error, something like -10 with a 4 cylinder in this particular case. And as you can see, I am removing the adhesives, and now I am inserting the ICL in front of the IOL, and then adjust it according to the axis. It's not difficult. It is easier than doing a cataract surgery. It's very simple and very straightforward. And if you can do a good cataract surgery, you can do a very good Sulcoflex implantation over in front of the IOL. Then even this procedure is as simple as that, because if you have seen those surgeries shown by the stalwarts before me, they are absolutely easy surgeries, not very difficult, and you have to just wash the viscoelastic from in front and from behind the ICL, so that there is no reaction, and also there is an interface opacification of the viscoelastic, causing a cloudy vision at a later point in time. So, and this is very simple, because the IOL sitting at the back is, very adherent with the capsular bag. And you can see that's not very difficult. You can insert, the pupil is round. Everything looks wonderful after this. And you can imagine what kind of vision the patient will get if the correction is completely wonderful. This is another case of So this is a case where I have already performed Intax implantation before. And as you can see, Intax does give a situation where there is a reduction in the refractive error, but it does not cause the complete correction of myopia or whatever refractive error. And we now have possibility of correcting every kind of refractive error, whether it's a spherical error of or a cylindrical power. So we can implant ICL over the lens, and majority of these cases where there is a keratoconus, and for that which you have already done Intax, the AC is pretty deep, so there is absolutely no problem in doing ICL implantation in all these cases. And as you can see, it's very simple procedure. And this bioptics of Intax along with the toric ICL seems to be a wonderful procedure. Also, it gives a much better quality of vision as compared to whatever you can get with the glasses or anything else. Of course, in majority of these cases, it is possible to put a contact lens, but after doing a intact, sometimes contact lens fitting is also pretty difficult, and sometimes contact lens does not sit properly on the cornea. So it is better to kind of implant a ICL in these cases. And there's another interesting case where I have lost the video, but I have the pictures. So these are the two pictures of, this is a case of Marfan syndrome where there is lens coloboma. And as you can see, this particular patient is a Marfan syndrome. So myopia was to the tune of about 18 diopters with 4 to 5 diopters of astigmatism in this particular case. And as you can also appreciate that this lens is not sitting very central, but this lady, she was 18, about to get married, and with the 18 and 4-5 cylinder astigmatism, she was not getting anything more than 6 by 36. Even with this decentered ICL which is there, she could get 6 by 18 or better. This is amazing result with the optics of the ICL, which is sitting inside the eye, and gives you a wonderful possibility of vision in all these cases which are very high map. This is the other eye, and as you can see here, it is the coloboma of the lens, the crystalline lens, and the ICL is sitting pretty very well, very stable, despite the fact that this ICL is sitting only on the zonules in both the eyes. It's giving the lady excellent vision, and she is tremendously happy. And I can tell you, these pictures were taken only 4 or 5 days back when when she came to me after 5 years of ICL implantation. So this is something which I can, vouch that these ICLs are most inert material and devices which can give absolutely wonderful vision. And thank you very much.